There we go. Okay. Time for back and biceps. Uh, Heading over to a new gym today. Hopefully, you guys can. Hopefully, I'll be able to film there. I'm pretty sure you can because I was looking online and I saw a couple people that I know personally or I used to know in school, and they were doing videos in there. So, should be fine. But always gotta check and see, ask if I can or not, and make sure before I do anything. The only thing is I'm gonna have to look around and see if I can find a place to pose down in because again I've never been to this gym before, so we're both experiencing this for the first time together. That being said, I have taken a look at some of the pictures of the gym online, and it looks like they got a lot of really cool arsenal equipment, plate loaded equipment, and stuff like that, which will be perfect for back day. Hoping that they have one of those cool plate loaded kind of lat pull down machines or like the individual like single arm pull down plate loaded machine that I've seen, in YouTube videos and whatnot. That looks like it'll be cool. Which okay, yeah, I do. I just had to double check and see if I have my straps on me. I did throw them in there. And it's a little bit of a drive, so we're drinking the pre-workout on the way in to the gym. Instead of uh, in the preparation before I leave, like I normally do. Which, what do we got today? I still have a little bit of the blue Jolly Rancher uh, pre workout, and then I got this new one like a week or two ago. I think it's Hide supplements or something like that. That are, it's got like the nightmare thing on it. It's pretty high stim. I think it's like their high stim version of their like brand of pre workout. So I mixed in the blue Jolly Rancher one for flavor, and then the other one for the caffeine content. Because uh, when I tried it by itself, it wasn't very flavorful. It wasn't didn't have a strong flavor like that I kind of expect out of a pre-workout. To be honest with you, I think the flavor's jawbreaker, but it just kind of tastes like if you took the artificial flavor for cotton candy and then watered it down to like 10% flavor out of 100. That's exactly what it tastes like. The one thing I do like about the that newer pre-workout is that it doesn't have as much like crunchy fillery bits that get left over at the bottom of the cup. So that's always good. It's a good thing that they taste pretty good mixed together because otherwise we'd have a problem. What's this? Now I did hear something about this road being closed. What day will be closed? On or about 4 of this month? Well, unfortunately, this is the way that I need to go. So hopefully they don't close it in the middle of the day while I'm at the gym. But it's not looking like it's closed at the moment, so I think we're in the clear. Uh, like I said, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing when I get in the into this gym. If we do end up recording, uh, I'm gonna have to look around, see what they got before I decide what to do. But ideally, like I said, I get that plate loaded lat pull down. Definitely gonna try and find some type of plate loaded row, and maybe do a little bit of cable work to hit the rear delts because I missed out on hitting them yesterday. So maybe we'll spam a few sets of rear delts. And besides that, I think that'll be about it. I had pretty good fun last night. I'll throw up a couple pictures of that I took when I was already, let's just say, inebriated because I was feeling artsy. Um, I'll just throw the the raw image up here. As you can see, we had a little bit of fun last night. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I dipped my toes into pairing a cigar with some whiskey. Now, the whiskey you see in the picture isn't the whiskey that I started off with. Uh, I just thought halfway through, I was like, oh, I still have that crown, so I'll grab that and then we can finish that off instead of drinking all of this new whiskey that I bought. And it's pretty fun. Had a nice long chat. Got to hang out, listen to a little bit of music, chill vibe. Good night. Tonight I'm going to be hanging out with my cousin. Probably going to be playing some Switch games. I don't know if I'll be drinking tonight. Originally I was thinking about drinking, but I may have overdone it a little bit last night, just a little bit. So we'll see how I feel tonight. Again, I don't recommend going on a bender. Not that I went on a bender, but like drinking and stuff, right after a lift. I did have a meal in between the lift and drinking and whatnot. It's Friday. I wanted to enjoy myself, so and I don't do that very often. So when I do that, I tend to overdo it, just because I don't know when to stop. Sometimes, if I had to do something else later that night, then I would measure myself a little bit better. But it's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. I don't even know why I'm fucking talking about this shit. But I've been really liking the heavy uh, barbell rows in particular. Just because, oh no, not the barbell rows, the T-bar rows. The last couple times I've gone in, I've done the T-bar rows. Really nice, heavy, like, feel like you're gonna get your chest pushed in with how much weight you're holding with the chest supported row. Um, and just kind of getting some hyped up edits and music, right before, just throwing that weight around in a reasonable manner. It feels really good, really good. Like I said yesterday, I had a pretty decent day. The weather was really nice, but it got real cold this morning. It's like in the 50s right now, which is manageable, you know. But it kind of sucks when this time of year kind of sucks because you're just kind of yo-yoing back and forth between really nice spring weather and really cold spring weather. Like the temperature range at any given day throughout these couple months, it's like 45 to like 75, 80, and like it could go anywhere in between at any day, like day to day, and it's kind of ridiculous to be honest with you. But when you have those really nice breezy days, it's fucking beautiful. I love it. Just sets the mood for the whole day and makes you feel wonderful. I got the pre-workout, the protein powder um, on deck. So when we get done with the lift, I can get my protein intake right away. I don't have to wait the whole 30-minute drive to get home and take it. So we'll be all set for the gains to begin happening. after the lift. I finished Invincible, and I started watching the new shows that are coming out for this season of anime. I haven't. I've only there's only like two or three of them that I started watching. I got a couple more because like beginning of April they start coming out day after day with the first episodes. So I'll be getting into that. Probably more so on Sunday. I I haven't finished Solo Leveling yet, only because I refused to watch the sub, and one because the voice acting in the English dub is so good. And with shows like that, there's certain types of like action fighting shows or like shows with like really good animation that you don't really get to appreciate the whole thing uh, if you're sitting there trying to watch the action and read at the same time. Now, there's shows where I can do that and it doesn't bother me, but like a show like Solo Leveling, you want to experience the full thing without any inhibition. So I watched it in dub. So it's only got two episodes this week and next week before it's over for me. And I basically already got spoiled for all the episodes like throughout the whole season because it's almost unavoidable that show when you're scrolling on social media. So there's a lot of stuff that I already know that happens, but the method in which and how it happens, I haven't seen. So I just know that there's a lot of crazy fights coming up in the next two episodes. So it's gonna be good. All right, that's enough yapping. I'll let you guys go. Uh, wait for me at the gym, and once I get there and get warmed up, that'll be where we'll cut to next. Okay, I just had to say this. When I got a little bit closer and closer to where the gym is, I was starting to get a little bit like worried I was put the wrong address in because I was it's like this looking a lot like a industrial park. Well, I guess that makes sense. I think what they did is they bought a warehouse and then they just turned that into a gym. So it's a little bit sketchy looking around here, but let's get in there and check out the gym. Yeah. Now, as I thought, this place is fucking huge. Uh, and everything looks fucking sick in here. Music on is pretty loud, so I'm sorry if some of the audio gets cut out after it gets uploaded because of copyright. Like, I'm not exactly sure if I should be trying to focus on my lats with this one or my upper back. It kind of feels like it's a mix of two here for this one. There's also like one, two, three, four different grips on it. So I guess it just depends on which one I use. Let's try this out. Okay. That was a bit of a higher rep set. First set, gotta wear out the muscles so you can get into the work, real work. Yeah. with the pump that's already started to come in. I think it's more upper back than it is lats. It's a little awkward to try and get set up though. I think that's the only thing I can say that's bad about it. Okay. I think we're due for one more of those, and then we'll move on to something else here. There's so much shit here that I want to check out. It's also incredibly bright in here, so it's kind of hard to have a lower or more wide open aperture in here, so I get a better bokeh, but it'd also be not blown out brightness wise, because I have it on the lowest ISO setting right now, and it's pretty bright. Also, apparently I shot the video in like a different mode. I don't know what it was that was different about it, but now I'm in the mode that I think I'm usually in. Okay. Okay, let's find something else. This pull down is kind of interesting. Yeah, plate loaded, like I was looking for, but also you can do it single-handed or single side. And from what I can tell, doing a couple feeler reps, it gets lighter towards the bottom, so you have that maximum load kind of at the top where you have the big stretch, and it gets a little bit lighter towards the bottom, so you can get that really nice squeeze, and it's not too difficult to load up on. So let's start with left side here, see how this works out. Okay. I might have to drop the weight for the next set. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. I overestimated my strength, for sure. Okay, so probably gonna lose to 25 and throw a 10 on your next set. Kind of feels weird when I try to brace myself in this thing because it's like it's not any different from like a regular lat pull down, but it just feels like it's pulling me away from what I can really brace. It feels strange, but it feels really good for the lat set. That's for damn sure. Locked in. Maybe it's because. Oh shit. So then we got rubber stops on this thing. Oh, okay. Dude, this place is fucking awesome. Okay. One more of these, and then I see a T-bar row that I'm eyeballing. That looks fucking fancy as hell. I'll show you here in a second. Let's do more of these first. Oh, okay. Alright, this is really fucking cool. See this? How they got the adjustable foot pad? You know, so people who are shorter or taller can fucking use the same machine. That's what my fucking gym needs that I normally go to. This thing looks sick. Uh, didn't really have to adjust that, but it's got two different spots where you can set it down. So like if you got longer arms too, you're not struggling like to unrack the weight at like a higher thing. It's like up here, you can unrack it up here where you have a little bit more leverage. This thing looks like it's going to be fun here. It already felt kind of heavy just with nothing on it. So we'll just see what the plate feels like on the other side. Okay. Now you're going to be seeing my first reaction to playing a lot of this. uh, Throw the stress on just in case this ends up being good. I'll just start the set. Oh shit. Okay. I might have set the foot pads a little bit too low. We'll have to see how this feels. See, now it's cool that these things are so dangly and everything. It just makes it a pain in the ass to try and put your straps on them. Yeah, I'm just gonna call this the fucking working set because this is taking too long to try and set up. Come on. Yep, that's too heavy. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, give me a second. I'll find a good weight. Okay, yeah, I definitely got humbled there. I raised the foot pad up one notch and brought this up to the second level here, so it should be easier to set up. Yeah, I feel like this is like my first time in the gym. Like, I don't know how any of this shit works. You know, I hate to say it, but I might have to go even lighter than this. Holy shit. Oh, I feel like a kid in a candy store looking around at the fucking equipment in this gym. Crazy. I'm just gonna keep the same weight and just do a lower upset. I think I might definitely come back here again. Whether or not it'll be for another video or if it'll be just by myself is another question. But I definitely got to get my cousin to come out here to this gym. And this place is cool. I can get the left one cinched down really good, but I can't get this one done. A lot of editing for this one, isn't there? Damn it. This machine will fucking humble you, that's for damn sure. Holy shit. Okay. Let's move on to rear delts. Yeah, this machine, I know how to use for sure. So there's not going to be a learning curve set for the curve for how heavy to fucking put this, because I have no idea. This is going to feel like weight wise. So that's not too bad. That looks like it might be a sweet spot. Okay. Go till fail. Or whatever feels good, I guess. I'm not really worried about the rep count on these. Okay. I'm gonna sit here, span these, and then I think I'll do some pullovers with the cables, and then we'll go and close down.
Hey. Hey. Okay. Then we got one more of those, and then hit some pull downs or pullovers or something. Okay. Alright, we'll finish off with some pullovers. Okay. These cables, like butter, smooth as hell. So it's gonna go a couple reps one side, a couple reps the other side, and just go back and forth until we're pumped up, and we'll be done. Okay, I think that's more than enough. Let's go. I can't believe I almost forgot to do biceps today. Ain't that some shit? So we're just gonna sit here, stand, cable curls, and then we'll be done. Okay. Okay. Those dumbbells are looking too enticing, so we're gonna do one set of dumbbell curls and then we'll be out of here. Okay, I'm gonna pick a moderate weight that I can throw around and try to go for a little bit higher reps if I can find the fucking weight I'm looking for. Oh, God, it's right there. I feel fucking like a toddler trying to reach up to the counter. How high this dumbbell rack is. Which just means I gotta get stronger so I can reach the fucking lower rack weights here. This re rack is gonna be loud as hell. There we go. Okay. So maybe not higher reps. Enough to get. Got ourselves a sick pose down room in here. So take a couple poses here. See if we can get a little bit closer to the fucking. There we go. Zoom in a little bit. I might have to go back and grab the ND filter. I really get a good shot. Looking fucking crazy here. Tell you what though, my back's looking crazier. I can see myself in the mirror here. The mirror's not quite offset enough for me to really see everything, but I can see my back right now, so it should be pretty fucking sick. see if I can get the Arnold pose looking right. Let me see here. I can't see it. Let me see how that looks. I got the ND filter out now. Right about there. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. You know, I really wish I could get my shit together and figure out how to set up a camera and a mirror for a pose down. Because I put the ND filter on and it made things look cooler, but I just didn't have the right positioning and stood in the right lighting for it to look cool and all that. I got a couple of contenders, a couple screenshots as contenders for the thumbnail. I just need to narrow it down and then pick one. But yeah, final verdict on this gym, fucking sick as hell, dude. This I I texted my cousin. I was like, dude, I'm like a kid in a candy store. This place, it's ridiculous. I did run into the issue of oh, there's a black cat over there, just chilling out in the parking lot. Um, what was I gonna say? I did run into the issue of not only because I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of these machines, these play little machines, and all the different like fancy shit. So one, there was the issue of me just trying to figure out what each machine did just by looking at it and figuring out if I wanted to do it for a set or whatever. But on the other hand, everything just kind of blends and melds together into one big jumbled mess because everything is black and red in there, or like has like the same color scheme. So it got kind of hard trying to find stuff. And I went over to one of the guys, I'm guessing has a membership or whatever, and asked them if they had a pullover machine because I really wanted to try that machine pullover. Oh Jesus! Uh, but and I asked him, he's like, "Oh yeah, no, they don't have that. They're going to be getting one in soon." I was like, "Yeah, I couldn't tell or wasn't entirely sure because one, I don't know where everything's set up in this place, but like I said, I couldn't figure out what things were because they were all the same color. So, but yeah, fucking amazing. You know, this is the type of stuff that I could get if I actually decided to pay more money for a fancier gym. Or not even that, it's just the fact like I would be willing to pay that for like the membership. It's just that it's so much less convenient because it's a half hour away. Now I know that's not a very long drive and it's manageable. It's just like when I get off of work at the end of the day and I just want to hurry up, go to the gym and get home. It's so much easier just to drive 5 minutes down the road to my local gym and, and go work out there, you know? So that's why I do these little excursions every once in a while to these nicer gyms and just get a day pass and just experience the life of luxury. Yeah, great pump. I can't believe I almost forgot to do biceps today. Like I was so focused on all the fancy back machines that I wasn't even
thinking of biceps because there's nothing uh, really fancy to do with biceps. And I made sure because I looked around for like a minute or two, trying to see if they had like a machine bicep curl, or if they had like a plate loaded bicep curl or something like that. From what I can tell, I couldn't see one anywhere, but I didn't really ask anybody if they had anything. So I just assumed that it was all the usual shit, nothing extraneously uh, fancy. I have no idea if I used that word right in that sentence, but we're just gonna say I did. Um, yeah, it looked like they had some fucking Olympic deadlifting platforms with like the Olympic weights with like the red, yellow, blue plates or whatever, the kilogram plates and shit. Now, I'm not gonna be using that shit anytime soon, but they had a lot of cool deadlifting platforms there where like they had the kind of like a plate loaded system, but it's like a levered off the ground instead of it just being a free weight, which was kind of cool looking. But yeah, I I said this already, but I'm probably gonna try getting my cousin to come out here to this gym with me. I'm not necessarily record because I know that usually one back days are, or not even just a back day, just any lift there with him would take longer and it would take up more space on the SD card. I'd have to make sure I had nothing on the SD card beforehand, but also it would take away the enjoyment of just um, experiencing the new gym with a new lift. Like I might go there for a different lift from than back and buys, because it looked like they had some pretty nice leg equipment there. They had one of the leg curls and leg extensions with the knee pad to hold your legs down, whatever. I didn't really look too much into it, but from what I can tell, there's some pretty cool stuff. And it's going to be a heavy talking episode because I'm like I felt like I felt like I had never gone to a gym before, just going in there because of all the new shit, you know. So 10 out of 10 would try again, you know. Oh shit! I almost forgot to fucking get my protein. It's not exactly in my reach on the floor, so we might have to pull over here. Oh, perfect. There's a Wawa right here. Let's pull over, get my protein shake made. Dude, get into the turning lane. Are you turning or not? No? Okay. Let's pull in here and get my. I was gonna put the make the protein shake before I started the camera on, but I forgot to because I was setting up the camera and I just zoned out. I actually almost left my shaker bottle in the gym because I think all the way over at the um, that second machine I did, I fucking left it on the ground there and just completely didn't pick it up for the rest of the entire lift, which means I didn't really get much water during this lift. There we go. Uh, so I guess that's not necessarily a good thing, but I'll get it now. So we got the Ghosts Nutter Butter protein powder. This stuff doesn't necessarily taste super peanut buttery, but it gets the job done. I'd say. I mainly got it to mix in with my little dessert thing that I make, where it's like non-fat yogurt with a little bit of honey, some protein powder. Um, I made a fucking mess. Holy shit. Some like sweet zero sugar, 0 calorie sweetener, and maybe a little bit of like peanut butter.
Oh God, it's fucking everywhere. Oh God, this is terrible. This is a travesty. Oh God. Let me turn off the camera and try to clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna have to get one of those mini vacuums in here to try and clean this up because it got fucking everywhere. But yeah, let's get back on the road and head home. Let's see here. Gotta remember to track it too, because I know myself I'll get all the way home and completely forget about putting this into my calorie tracker. Two scoops. I'll add that to lunch, I guess. All right, let's get out of here. Okay. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good since this morning. I didn't get a hangover, but I definitely was dehydrated. That's for sure. Uh, I woke up like 3 pounds lighter than I did from the previous day. I think I went from 156.6 or point 0.8 to 153.8 ish, something like that. I just know I was like 153 point something this morning. So that, I'm guessing, has something to do with the lower amount of food that I ate and the dehydration. But I don't think I'm going to have enough battery to keep recording, unfortunately. So let me set something up here. All right, I was going to try and get the SD card out of there while I was driving, but it's not going to happen, looks like. So I'm just going to say, see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed that gym, that lift. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Later.